African news updates on top accolade news. The headline: President Ruto signs deal with Egypt. Zimbabwe faces inflation surge. Goma under siege as M23 rebels claim control. South Africa mourns loss of soldiers in DRC conflict. In politics, President Ruto signs deal with Egypt. Kenyan President William Ruto has signed 12 agreements with his Egyptian counterpart, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, during his visit to Cairo. The deals are set to strengthen trade, investment, education and technology ties between the two nations. One key discussion topic was the ongoing conflict in Gaza, where President el-Sisi rejected a controversial proposal by US President Donald Trump suggesting Palestinians should be relocated to Egypt and Jordan. El-Sisi emphasized that such a move will not be tolerated, reaffirming Egypt's commitment to a two-state solution for peace in the Middle East, while expressing confidence that President Trump can help achieving peace in the region. Shifting focus to economy, Zimbabwe faces inflation surge. Inflation in Zimbabwe surged in January, rising 14.6% in US dollar terms and 10.5% in local currency terms compared to last year. Experts attribute the increase to a combination of higher taxes and a regional drought that pushed up food prices. The government recently introduced new taxes, including a 0.5% levy on fast food and a 10% tax on sport betting earnings. While Zimbabwe launched a gold-backed currency in April, it has struggled with the currency sharply devalued in September. Most transactions in the country still rely on foreign currencies like the US dollar, and the Zimbabwe currency continues to lose value, trading at about 26.3 to the US dollar this week. Moving to conflicts. Goma under siege as M23 rebels claim control. The situation in Goma, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, remains dire as fighting continues between M23 rebels backed by Rwanda and government forces. The city, home to around 2 million people, is in the grips of intense violence with gunfire, bombings and widespread looting. Soldiers have been killed and civilian casualties are rising, with many hospitals overwhelmed. The M23 rebels have reportedly taken control of the city, though the Congolese government has yet to confirm their full takeover. The United Nations and aid agencies are struggling to provide assistance as medical facilities are hit and local population are left without basic necessities. Regional leaders are calling for a ceasefire, while protests have erupted in Kinshasa, condemning Rwanda's involvement in the conflict. Still in conflict, South Africa mourns loss of soldiers in DRC conflict. South Africa is working to support its troops stationed in the Democratic Republic of Congo, following the death of at least 13 soldiers in recent clashes with M23 rebels. The soldiers, part of a regional peacekeeping force, were killed while defending their base and during mortar attack from rebel forces. South Africa's National Defence Force spokesperson, Sifiwe Dlamini, confirmed that the military responded to the assaults, pushing the rebels back, but also acknowledged the difficulty of repatriating the fallen soldiers due to the volatile situation in Goma. While it's uncertain whether more troops will be deployed, Dlamini mentioned that discussions will take place in an upcoming Southern African Development Community Summit. You are watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In crime, online sexual exploitation of minors on the rise in Kenya. In Kenya, online sexual exploitation of minors is becoming a troubling issue, with 13% of children aged 12 to 17 reporting abuse. One teenager, Winnie Muya, shared her experience of being approached by strangers who sent inappropriate images and made unwanted advances. Despite reporting the incident, the platform failed to act. Experts highlight that perpetrators often prey on children's needs for affection, luring them into deeper exploitation. While Kenyan law prohibits online sexual exploitation, low awareness and underreporting remain significant challenges. In response, Kenyan authorities are training justice officials to handle these cases with hope that education and stronger enforcement will help protect children in an increasingly digital world. In security, Portland forces push back Islamic State militants. In Portland, Somalia, regional security forces have made significant strides in their month-long offensive against Islamic State's militants, dislodging them for strategic positions. The clash, which have left both sides with casualties, are part of an ongoing effort to disrupt the IS group's operation in the region. Portland forces, backed by local community support, are aiming to weaken the militant supply routes and camps. Despite the progress, experts warn that the IS group remain a serious threat, bolstered by foreign fighters, and that the battle could continue for months. Authorities are concerned that if the group is pushed out of Portland, it may relocate to other regions, including Yemen. Moving to entertainment, BRENDA to host South African Traditional Leaders Awards. Award-winning actress BRENDA has been announced as the program's director for the prestigious South African Traditional Leaders Awards, set to take place on February 22nd at the Eastern London ICC. This comes after the actress gathered widespread support following her emotional revelation about the abuse she endured from her mother. Nzoli has been embraced by fans and fellow celebrities alike, with financial and emotional support pouring in. Despite recent struggles, including confronting her mother publicly, Nzoli has expressed her gratitude for the overwhelming support and is preparing for her big night at South African Traditional Leaders Awards. Now in sports, COSAFA backs Zambia's KAMANGA for FIFA Council seats. At a recent meeting in Rabat, Morocco, COSAFA Member Association President expressed full support for KAMANGA, the President of the Football Association of Zambia, in the bid for a seat on the FIFA Council. KAMANGA, who has been declared eligible by FIFA's review committee, will compete for one of the 5 cast seats during FIFA's Extraordinary General Assembly in Cairo on March 12, 2025. COSAFA recognizes KAMANGA's significant contributions to football at local, regional and international levels and believes it will be a strong representative for the zonal union. That concludes our African news updates for today. Stay tuned for more African news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojo Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.